It's time for another round of Marvel Champions. I was pretty tired when I was playing this last night, so I'm feeling much more refreshed this morning. I had a good night's sleep, I think. I haven't had breakfast yet, so that might have an impact on this play attempt. We'll see. I forgot to shuffle the enemy encounter deck, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I've already shuffled Doctor Strange's deck here. Yeah, the game went really, really awful last night. Well, I think we got beaten after like just 2 rounds or 3 rounds or something like that. It was really, really, really bad, and I felt so discouraged because I was like, yeah, this is Doctor Strange, and he has all these invocation freaking cards. And we still lost to the basic Rhino encounter here. So hopefully we'll do better this time around. The camera might be a little dark here. Let me just check. Maybe that one. Okay. Problem with that? It's okay. You don't see me moving a lot anyway. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay. Yeah. I think I can always turn on this other light. If I want to keep the FPS better. Yep, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a couple Uncrustables. So it can start falling, and that's gonna be my breakfast for today. Okay. We'll give this, you know what, just to make sure, I'm just gonna shuffle it one more time. Let's give it a quick shuffle, just in case, because you never know. Because I was kind of tired last night, so. There we go. And he starts at 10, so he's also pretty squishy. I think the highest I've seen so far is She-Hulk, and she starts at 12, I think. Okay. And he gets 6 cards. Okay. Oh, these are really, really good cards because they have low resource values. Okay. I think I'm going to keep the cards, and we're going to reveal the top invocation deck. And it looks like the top spell that we have access to is crimson bands of Citarak. And you can stun the enemy and deal 7 damage. Wow. That's pretty cool. Okay. And the mistake that I made last night, I could have made that decision, you know, because I guess I should have thought about it a little bit more, because the first invocation spell that we got was a threat removal invocation, and I think it removes 4 threats or 3 threats or something like that, so it wouldn't have been helpful for the first couple of rounds of the game. So I should have just discarded that using Stephen Strange natural talent ability, but you know, I'm still learning. Okay, let me go grab my Uncrustables and I'll start the game. And for those of you who don't know, if you don't know anything about the Uncrustables, they look like this. You gotta be careful here. The Uncrustables from Smuckers. I have one here with peanut butter and grape jelly, and then the other one is peanut butter and sandwich jam. It's very delicious. One of the best breakfast creations ever. Very, very tasty. Sometimes they're hard to find because I guess they're pretty popular. I usually get them at Target, and sometimes they just don't have them. But I haven't had them in a while, to be honest, because you know, I've been trying to watch what I eat and stuff. But yeah, you know, every now and then you can have you know, something that's not necessarily healthy. They're very delicious though, so you just have to eat them in moderation and you'll be fine. But they're very delicious. There used to be a time when I eat them like all the time. I would eat them for breakfast, and I would eat them for dessert after I eat lunch, and I would eat them for dessert after I eat dinner. So yeah, because they're very, very tasty. Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to keep that invocation spell because it's very good. So we're going to switch over to Doctor Strange. Oh, I need to increase this to 14 because Rhino starts at 14. Alright. So, let's look at my cards here. We have Warning, which is really good for nullifying damage. There's Momentum Shift. That's also pretty defensive. Desperate Defense. Yeah, he has a protection deck apparently. His default deck is using protection, the protection aspect. So Look at this, magical enhancement. It's an upgrade, and you get +1 to everything. But when the round ends, discard magical enhancement. That's not. It has a really epic picture on it, but it only lasts you 1 round. What's the use of that? It's not a very good card. Okay. So I guess what we will do is we will just pay for the invocation spell. So I'm going to use magical enhancement and momentum so that I can cast Crimson Bands of Sidorak, and that's going to damage. It's really good. It's going to damage him for 7, so now he's down to 7. And then not only that, it also stuns Rhino. Very cool. Okay, let's see what the next spell is. Winds of Watum. Draw 3 cards, place this card in the invocation deck. Okay, so that's let's get to give you more options. You do have to exhaust him though whenever you cast an invocation spell. Okay, let's see what else we can do. I'm tempted to use use Unflappable, but the Night Nurse is also very good, because the cool thing about the Night Nurse is you also get to discard the status card. So in case you're stunned or you're confused or whatever, then you know that you don't have to deal with that bullshit. So I'm going to go ahead and just then pay with Unflappable to get the Night Nurse out, and she gets 3 counters here, medical counters. Okay, and then I'm going to end my turn, and as Doctor Strange, you get 5 cards. Okay. So far so good. This is this is better than how it went last night. If you want to see how bad things can get in Marvel Champions, you need to watch the footage from last night. So in case you're watching this video at a later time, so you need to look for, I think it will be Marvel Champions number 3, and it was streamed on Monday, June 7th, 2021. Yeah, that's an example of a really horrible play attempt. Okay. Just very unlucky, with the draws and everything. So it's a horrible match. So now it is the villain's phase, and he gets the free threat. And then now he's going to attack. Oh, and I have to ready him up. That's right. At the beginning of the villain phase, and he's going to attack, but I'm not even going to bother defending because I know that he's stunned. So he would have attacked for 3, but since he was stunned, he couldn't damage me. Okay. And now you have to take care of an encounter, and it's hard to keep down. When revealed, Rhino heals 4, and if there's no damage healed that way, the card gains Surge, so he's back to 11 now. We were able to damage him for so much, and then he's able to just heal it back up, like nothing ever happened. So he's back to 11. And now it's back to the player phase. And the new cards that I got, the Med Team. Oh. Med Team, medical counter, heal 2 damage. And Med Team actually, he has a lot of these healing cards apparently. It will cost us 3 though, so I don't know about that. Master of Mystic Arts. Let's see. Pay the printed cost of the top of the invocation deck. Resolve its special ability, then place it back on top of the invocation deck face up. Wow, this Master of Mystic Arts, apparently you can cast the top card there twice. I mean, potentially cast it twice, but you cast it once and it goes back to the top, ready for you to cast it again. That's pretty cool. Without exhausting your character. So potentially you can cast the same invocation spells twice. And maybe we want to do that here so we can use a lot of the cards. No, let's not go too crazy now. Because there's only one expensive card that we have right now. I mean, I can use that. I can pay to use this. And then yeah, and then maybe I can get the Med Team out too. So yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to use Unflappable again to cast Master of Mystic Arts. So that means that we're going to cast Invocation here. Draw 3 cards. 2, 3, and then this goes into the discard pile, but with Master and Mystic Arts, you place it back on top of the invocation deck face up. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's see what we have here. Now we have more that we can choose from. Wow, this is really good. The Sorcerer Supreme. We better use this now. Why is this mustache like different for this? For this the picture for this card. Look at the mustache. It's like the mustache is wrong. It looks like Baron Munchausen or whatever the name is, with a curly mustache. The mantle of Sorcerer Supreme was bestowed upon me by the Ancient One, Stephen Strange said. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use Genius to attach this upgrade to Doctor Strange. So now he's going to get an additional card at the end of each player phase, which is really cool. Is there anything else I want to play? Nope. I think that's pretty much it. I can... Oh, that's 0 to use that? Oh, well, yeah, that's... Dang, that's really good. And I totally forgot to check the printed cost. So I would have messed that up. But maybe, you know, subconsciously when I was looking at the card, I know that I don't have to pay anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that again then. So now Doctor Strange is going to use Spell Mastery to cast Winds of Watomb. So I get 3 more cards. And then the next invocation is going to be Images of Icon. Okay. Yeah, this was the invocation card that I ended up with at the beginning of the last match. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Protective Ward is also very good because then you can interrupt a treachery and discard its effect. We have Iron Fist. Iron Fist enters play with 2 Mystic counters on him. When Iron Fist attacks an enemy, remove 1 Mystic counter from him and stun that enemy and deal 1 damage to it. So that's on top of his regular damage, I guess. Okay. Nice. So maybe we should get him out so we can stun him again so I don't have to deal any damage. I mean, I don't have to deal with getting damaged by Rhino. So I'm going to use Energy and Sanctum Sanctorum. So that's 3 resource. Oh, I need one more. I'll use Desperate Defense because I know there's another one in the deck. So that's 4 to play Iron Fist, and he gets the 2 Mystic counters. And he's going to go ahead and attack Rhino so we can stun Rhino. So attacks enemy, remove 1 mystic and stun the enemy. Plus 1 damage. And his attack value is 2, so Rhino is going to be dealt 3 damage. So from 11 to 1, 2, 3, 8. The most important part of that decision is, you know, we were able to stun Rhino, so he's not going to be able to deal damage during the next villain phase. And I think that's it. I don't have anything else that I can do, so I'm going to end my turn. And Doctor Strange is now going to get 3 additional cards, because usually he gets a max of 5, but because of the Sorcerer Supreme, he gets 3. Okay, it's going really well this game. I should just shut up about that, because whenever I say good things about how the game is going, the game's gonna turn it around on me. Okay, so now it's a villain phase, and he gets another threat, and he's going to attack Doctor Strange. Oh, and then we ready them both up. The characters, everything gets readied up at the start of the villain phase. Okay. So we're not even going to bother. And I need to give him 1 damage too. Whenever your ally attacks, you know, if there's a star underneath it, whatever the value of the value of the stars underneath the attack or thwart numbers, they get damage for that amount. So he's down to 2 now. So we're not going to defend because we know that he's stunned. So he would have attacked for 2 damage, but he's not able to do so. Okay, and then now we have to take care of an encounter though. And it is Breaking and Taken. Oh my god. We have to deal with Breaking and Taken already? And Breaking and Taken starts with 3 threats. It's 2 is the base value, and then you get 1 per player or hero. Breaking and Taken is very annoying because you have to deal with 2 encounters, and I don't have to deal with that now. I think I deal with it next round. Let me just double check here. Because the encounters that you get, like when you have double encounters like that, let me just see here. I think it's under Learn to Play. During step 3 of the villain phase. Step 3 is deal an encounter card to each player. Yeah, because the way that works is, I guess, because to prevent the situation, like when you when you reveal a side scheme that has a hazard icon, it doesn't mean that now you have to add that encounter now, after it's been revealed, because the additional encounters actually is dealt during step 3, which is deal an encounter card to each player. So if you have to, if you're dealing with 2 encounter cards, you draw 2 already, and then you reveal them one at a time. So that way, you won't get confused when something like this happens, when you draw a side scheme with the encounter icon. So I don't have to deal with a second encounter now, but I will have to during the next villain phase. Okay. So now it's back to the player phase. We have to deal with breaking and taken, because I think I've made this clear during the last game, that I have to take care of that as soon as possible, because dealing with 2 encounters is very difficult, especially as with just one hero, because a lot of fucked up things can happen. So let's take care of that. I'm going to use the invocation to take care of this. So I am going to use, I got another Master of Mystic Art, so I should just pay that one. So I'm going to pay with Desperate Defense. I need 2 cards to get rid of if I want to do this, because this has a cost of 1. I like that Protective Ward though, because I don't want to deal with any treachery card that I don't want to. Maybe get rid of Med Team, because we already have the Night Nurse out there. So I'm going to get rid of Med Team to play Master of the Mystic Arts. And I'm going to pay with Desperate Defense to play Images of Icon. And that's going to remove 4 threat from a scheme. So now I can't split this. So I can only remove 4 threats from 1 scheme. So I'm going to go ahead and use that on Breaking and Taken, so we don't have to deal with this bullshit. Okay. Because we have to deal with that again. We have to deal with Breaking and Taken again for the next for his next form. To think that I've already, because I was thinking in the back of my head, I'm finally done with Breaking and Taken, but it's gonna happen again. Okay. Yeah, that cost a lot. Okay, so what we're going to do, and then the next invocation card is going to be, Vapors of Valtor, and it doesn't require any resource to play. And Doctor Strange is ready, so he can cast that without having to pay any resource. Choose a status card in play, replace the status card with a different one. This one sucks. Because we don't have any status play card in play right now. Yeah, that sucks. That's a horrible... I can see how it can be beneficial, but right now it's not helping us at all. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use Iron Fist to attack Rhino. And since he has another one, the last special attack here, So he gets a +1 damage, so 2 + 1, 3. And we stun Rhino. Okay. So from 8, he's now down to 5. It's very slow. And I'm going to go ahead and just thwart for 2, just to get this down, so we don't have to, because we have to always watch over that. Okay. Anything else I can do? Nope. So I'm going to go ahead and draw 3 cards. And then write them both up. And now it is Rhino's turn. The villain's phase. Okay. I probably should just move these down here. There you go. Let's put the invocation over here. Let me just look at the cards I have here. So we have Unflappable, which is an upgrade. Power Protection, Resource card, and Magic Blast. Deal 5 damage to an enemy and discard the top card of your deck. Oh, very nice. Okay. Okay, so villain phase, he gets 1 free threat token. And then now he's going to attack, but he can't because he's stunned. And he would have attacked for 4 damage. And then we have to deal with an encounter, just 1 encounter, thankfully, and it's a Hydra Bomber. When revealed, choose to either take 2 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. I'll just take 2 damage. Yep. Don't mess around with the schemes with the threat tokens, because they can accumulate like super fast if you're not careful. Okay. If that, I know if you cut 1 head, 2 more will take its place, but what if it blows up instead? Asked She-Hulk. Okay. Back to the player phase. Let's see here. I'm really tempted to just remove this Vapors of Voltor because it's stupid. But that means that we have to change form, and I don't. Which means that the villain gets to scheme and all that. But I think we have something that can take care of the scheming, though. Right? Don't we have something? Nope, I've removed that from my deck to pay for something else, but we might still get back images of Icon later. I mean, there are only 5 invocation cards, so it's kind of easy to just mess around with that if I want to risk it, but I don't. So maybe what we should do here is I am going to pay using Strength and Unflappable to take care of, to use Magic Blast. And Rhino goes down to 0. And we're also going to draw the top card of our deck. And depending on the type of card it is, it will have a different impact on Rhino. So it looks like it's a physical, what is this called? Physical? Yeah, physical icon, stun that enemy. So now he is stunned, so we're not going to get damage next time he attacks. But Rhino is also changing into his second form, where he gets 15 health points. And search the encounter and discard card for breaking and taken, and shuffle the encounter deck. So now breaking and taken is back with a vengeance. He's gonna go ahead and shuffle this. Just a quick shuffle because we really didn't go through that because we know where breaking and taken was. We're just shuffling because they ask us to. Okay, and it gets 3 threats. And we have to deal with that quickly. So, but we won't be able. Well, we can because I'm still not done with anything here. Very cool. Okay, so let's take care of breaking and taken, so we don't have to deal with an additional encounter. So Doctor Strange is going to thwart for 2, and Iron Fist is going to thwart for 1. And Iron Fist is out of play because now he gets damage again, and he only has 3 health points. And then breaking and taken is taken care of. Whew. Okay. And I'm going to end my turn. I'll get to ready him up. And he gets 3 more cards. And now it is the villain phase. Now, since Rhino is stunned, Hydro Bomber attacks only for 1. So I'm not even going to bother defending that. I can use a warning. So, okay. I'm going to use warning for this. So he's going to attack. And it would have been 2 plus 3. It would have been 5 damage. But he's stunned, so he couldn't attack. Okay. And Hydro Bomber is going to attack for 1. But I'm going to interrupt using warning. And this has no resource cost. I would have taken 1 damage. If a hero would take any amount of damage, reduce that amount by 1. So no, I'm not. I'm taking no damage. Okay. Okay. Now we have to deal with only 1 encounter card, and it is, oh god, charge. Force interrupt. Okay, so this is a really nasty one too, because he can pretty much one hit kill us. Especially with Doctor Strange, he's really well, you know, I mean, like I said, the highest I've seen a hero is like 12. So with charge, he can easily one-shot somebody like Doctor Strange that has like max of 10 hit points, because that's 3 plus 3, 6 damage, and then the max boost is 3, so he could potentially damage us for 9, and he only has 10 health points, so I always have to defend now whenever I get attacked, and I need to make sure that I heal up here using Night Nurse during the next player phase. Okay. So that's that. Back to the player phase. I'm going to go ahead and use Night Nurse to heal for 1. So now he's back up to 9. Let me see what the cards that I have here. We really have to get rid of that Vapors, the Voltor. Okay. We have Wong here. Choose to either heal 1 damage from your identity card or discard the top card of your invocation deck. Let's do that. Let's summon Wong. I'm going to use Momentum Shift, Avengers Mansion, and Power. It would be a waste of Power Protection, though. Because with Power of Protection, but I really need to get this Vapors of Valtor out of play. Yeah, you know what? It's worth it. Okay, so I paid 3 to play Wong. And I don't even have to... his action, it doesn't even exhaust him. So that's cool. Choose to either heal 1. Oh, you do have to exhaust him. Exhaust Wong, it said. I'm going to exhaust him to get rid of Vapors of Valtor. Let's see what the last card is. 7 Rings of Ragador. Okay. So with 7 Rings of Ragador, I can give up 3 characters. Give up 3 characters each a tough. Oh, give up. when I read that, I was like, give up. Give up to 3 characters each a tough status. Place this card in an invocation deck in this card pile. It only cost me 1. So maybe I should do that so that I can, I should do that so I can definitely, so that charge will be worthless. So I'm going to go ahead and pay with the Protection Ward, exhaust Doctor Strange, and wow, this is going great. And then use Rings of Ragador to get a tough status. Up to 3, so even Wong gets a tough status. Very nice. Okay. Wonderful. Now I end my turn and ready them both up. This is excellent. Okay. And I get to reshuffle the invocation deck. So it's always hard to reshuffle like a deck with less than 10 cards. You just kind of have to do it like when, and then just talk about things while you're doing it so you're distracted. So, because sometimes it's kind of easy to tell where the cards are at, you know. So just don't pay attention to it. There you go. This should be good enough. Alright, so the next invocation spell is going to be Winds of Watum. I like Winds of Watum. Okay. Now I get 6 cards here because he has the Sorcerer Supreme upgrade. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So now Rhino is going to scheme for 1. And he's going to attack. We're not even going to bother defending because we have the tough status here. So, so we're going to go ahead and... Yeah, he can attack me. That's fine. He's going to attack Doctor Strange for 3 + 3 + 1 for 7. But since I have tough, I didn't get damage. And this card gets taken away. At the end of this attack, discharge the card. My connection. Okay, yeah, there we go. The OBS disconnected there for a sec. Let me see how that works for YouTube Live. If it's still going to reconnect me to the same stream, or it's a new stream. Yeah, everything's still good. It's still connecting us to the same stream, so that's nice. Okay, anyway. So they do have some kind of reconnect protection. It's always good, because sometimes, you know, connection just drops for no real reason. Okay, now the Hydro Bomber is going to attack. He only attacks for 1, so I'm just going to take that damage. So now he's down to 8. And then you have to take care of 1 encounter. And it is Explosion. We don't have Bomb Scare out, so it gains Surge. And it's Stampede. Fuck Rhino. Okay, so Rhino is going to attack us again. But now I'm going to defend with Wong. Okay. So I'm going to defend with Wong. He's going to attack me for, oh god, 3 plus 1, 4. But Wong is going to intercept that, and he's going to remove his tough status. But he's going to be out of play for the next player phase because he defended me and he's exhausted. Okay. And then now we're back to the player phase. Okay. We gotta get his health down quick. So Astral Projection. Choose a scheme. Remove 3 threat from that scheme. Look at the top card of the encounter deck. For each boost, remove additional threat. Oh, that's really good. So we'll keep that in the back here. This Brother Voodoo. After Brother Voodoo enters play, search the top 5 cards of your deck for an event card and add it to your hand. Not necessarily the most useful, but you know what? I'm going to use. I'm going to summon Brother Voodoo, so I'll use Power Protection. And when you use Power Protection to pay for a protection card, which is Brother Voodoo is a protection card, you get double the resource. So I'm gonna say that I want a mental resource because you have to specify when there's a wild resource at play. So I want 2. I want a mental resource, so I get 2 for Brother Voodoo. So I need 1 more. I'll use Desperate Defense. So that's 3. And I get to summon Brother Voodoo. And when we summon Brother Voodoo, we search the top 5 cards in my deck for an event card and add it to your hand. It looks like we got Momentum Shift. And then I'm going to let's see. I still like the this is free to use, so I'm going to go ahead and exhaust Doctor Strange to play Winds of Watomb. To get 3 cards. Okay. The Eye of Agamotto. Let's see. Exhaust the eye and generate a resource. That's pretty good. We should probably we should definitely use that. Oh, and then I'm going to use the Night Nurse to heal myself to 9. It's 1 heal 1 damage there. Let's see. Yeah, I still like Protective Ward. And we can use Astral Projection in a couple of rounds to get rid of the scheming. There's Magic Blast. A lot of good options here. You know what? I'm going to use Warning, Momentum Shift, and we'll just use Protection Ward to pay for Magic Blast. And I'm going to damage Rhino for 5. And then we're going to discard the top card of my deck. And it's a physical card. I would have gotten clear though. And that will stun Rhino. Okay, that's going to give us time. Very good. And Brother Voodoo is going to go ahead and... Oh, he attacks only for 1. So instead, I'm going to use him to thwart. There you go. And he gets 1 damage for doing that. Alright, so I'm out of options here, so we're going to go ahead and ready them all up. And now it's the villain phase. Oh, hold on, I have to draw 3 more cards. Thanks to the Sorcerer Supreme upgrade. Okay, now it's the villain phase. He gets the 1 free threat token, and he's going to attack. We don't have to defend, and he would have attacked for 3 + 1, so he would have attacked for 4, but he was stunned, so he couldn't attack. And now the Hydro Bomber is going to attack, and I'm not going to do anything. I don't have anything to intercept the attack. I want Doctor Strange to be ready for the next player phase, so he's just going to take that attack. So 1 damage. Okay. And then we have to take care of an encounter, and it is Stampede. Rhino attacks you. If you're damaged, then the character is stunned. So he's going to attack anyway again. So I'm going to use Brother Voodoo to defend against this attack. And Rhino is going to attack for 3 damage. And Brother Voodoo is out of play. Sorry, Brother Voodoo. Okay. Whew, now it is the player phase. We gotta get rid of this Hydro Bomber though. Okay. Wong can take care of that. He's going to attack Hydro Bomber for 2, so that's taken care of. And he gets damage for 1 for doing that. And okay, let's look at the upgrades here. We're almost out of cards, so that means that we have to deal in an additional encounter this turn. Mystical Stride. This is an alter ego card. Search your deck and discard pile for the Doctor Strange card and add it to your hand. That's kind of cool. I really want to get either Med Team or the Eye of Agamotto. Played though this round, so Cloak of Levitation. You gain Aerial. Exhaust Cloak of Levitation, and you can ready Doctor Strange. Okay. Okay, so that's actually also pretty good, because then you can, once per turn, you can act twice. That's definitely worth it. So I will use Astral Protection and Mystical Studies so that I can have the Cloak of Levitation in play. And I'm going to use Night Nurse, and that's the last one. So Night Nurse goes back into the pile to heal him up to 9, back to 9 here. And Doctor Strange is going to go ahead and he attacks for 1. That is just so wimpy. He attacks. Maybe we should, instead of attacking, maybe we should no, we do have to attack. We do need to start damaging Rhino before it gets out of control. So I'm just going to go ahead and attack for 1. So now Rhino is down to 9. Getting pretty close there. And I'm going to use Cloak of Levitation to ready him up again. And I'm going to now, should I? No, I'm going to attack again. So now it's down to 8. Okay. And I'm going to end my turn. Everything gets readied up. And, oh, Magic Blast. I forgot. Magic Blast has just been sitting there all this time. And I need 2 more cards. So I need to shuffle this, which means that I have to take care of an encounter here after I'm done shuffling the new deck. Every time you exhausted your deck and you shuffle a new deck, you have to deal with an encounter. So we need 2 more. 1 and 2. Well, thankfully we got Protective Ward here in case what we get is a Treachery card. So we have to deal with an encounter whenever you get a new deck, and it is a Treachery. Discard an upgrade, but fuck that. I'm not going to discard no upgrade. I'm going to pay using Magical Enhancement to use Protective Ward, and when Treachery is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel all of its effects and discard it. So I don't have to deal with that bullshit. Okay. Now it is the villain phase, and he gets a free threat token. And now he's going to attack. Do I have anything that can help with that? Nope. Okay. It shouldn't be that bad, right? But I want to use Dr. Oh, well, I have Cloak of Levitation. So I'm going to go ahead and just defend with Doctor Strange. And he gets to attack for 4, 3 plus 1. And Doctor Strange has a defense of 2. So he gets damage for 2. So now he's down to 7. And now we have to take care of an encounter. And it is False Alarm. And now we're confused. Fuck you. Okay. So now... now it is a player phase. Okay, we got to damage him quick. So I'm going to use Wong to attack Rhino for 2. So Rhino's down to 6. Yeah, we got to do this quick. We got to get to him like immediately. And then I'm going to use the Cloak of Levitation to ready up Doctor Strange. I can't thwart as Doctor Strange because I'm confused right now. But you know what? We need to get that out of the equation, so I'm just gonna pretend to thwart to get that out. Just to get that out of the way. I do have Astral Protection that I can use later to get rid of 3 threats. So I'm not too worried about that. Okay, I'm just going to end my turn here. There's nothing much I can do. I'm not going to flip over to my alter ego because everything's good right now. I mean, damage-wise is okay, health-wise. I just need to make sure I get Med Team out here pretty soon to heal for 2 damage. Okay, so I get 2 more cards. Well, looks like we got Iron Fist again. And then we get to ready everybody up. And for the next attack, Wong can sacrifice himself. Okay, so now it's a villain phase, so now he's up to 3 threat-wise. And he's going to attack. I'm going to use Wong to defend. And he's going to attack for 3 damage. And Wong is out. And take care of an encounter. Oh god, it's charge. It's that +3 fucking damage on the next attack. Oh dear. So we do need to get Iron Fist out so he can stun freaking so we can stun. No, but we can't do that though. If we stun Rhino, that charge will stay because it's not considered that he has attack. So what we need to really get is tough status or get an ally out. You know what? Just having Iron Fist out is gonna help us with that because we'll just sacrifice Iron Fist, so we don't have to take that stupid fucking 3 damage there. I mean 6 damage plus the boost. Crazy. Okay. All right. So now it's back to the player phase. Let's see what we can do here. I really wanted to get Med Team out, but we have to change our plan here because he has a huge damage coming. So, oh god, I have to sacrifice a lot here. Okay, I'm going to use Momentum Shift, Protection Ward, the Eye of Agamotto, and the Med Team. I'll keep Astral Projection so we can take care of the scheming next round. To use Iron Fist, to summon Iron Fist. And then he gets that 2 Mystic counter. And I'm going to go ahead and have him attack. No, we can't have him attack Rhino because then he's going to stun Rhino. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to thwart. That way, during the next villain phase, he can use. We're going to use his body. We're going to use his tight muscular body to take that damage from Rhino. Okay, so we're just going to thwart. So now it's down to 2. And Doctor Strange is going to attack. Now he's down to 5. Slowly but surely, Doctor Strange is a little bit of a wimp. He can't really do any physical damage. You know, the attack should also consider, like, whatever the abilities of these heroes are. Like, he is really good at magic and stuff like that, right? So he would never, like, be punching these villains. So maybe his attack should have been 5 because he's using, like, magical powers and shit. But, okay. I'm going to end my turn. There's nothing else I can... Oh, yeah, I can use Cloak of... don't forget, Cloak of Levitation to ready him up again. And then I'm going to attack. He's going to slap Rhino for 1 damage. So now Rhino is down to 4. Okay. And then I'm going to end my turn. Ready up everybody. And I get 5 more cards. Okay. And now it's a villain's phase, so he gets the scheme for 1. So now that's up to 3 now. And he's going to attack. Because we're in hero form, Iron Fist is going to take off his costume and get his body ready for the pounding. So Rhino attacks with 2 plus 3 plus 3, so that's 3, 6, 8. He attacks for 8 and beat the shit out of Iron Fist. Oh, and does it have, hold on, does it have overkill? It does. So it's 8. So Iron Fist has 3 health. So that's 3, 8. So 5 goes through. This is crazy because he has overkill. So 5 damage actually got through to Doctor Strange, and he's down to 2. Look at that. It's crazy. This game is crazy. So his tight, shiny, muscular body couldn't really help us that much. Okay. Oh, I guess I could use Desperate Defense, though. So, hold on. So, 5 went through, right? So, 7. I'm going to use Desperate Defense. I have to pay for that, though. I will pay for it with Master of Mystic Art. Play Desperate Defense, and you get +2. But only when your hero defends against an attack. So I can't even really use that. No, I can't, because I wasn't defending. It was just, the damage just got through. So no, can't even use that. Okay. That is sad. Okay. So we're down to 2. If we don't beat Rhino this next round, it's a possibility we might lose this game. Oh, I don't have any damage cards, actually. Okay, but I know what I'm going to do. So we should be okay. Alright, so now I have to take care of an encounter. And it is the... Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? The game is over. Just when you think that that you might still be able to save the game is over. Because the villain gets to attack you. Oh no, it's not over. That's not over. Because we didn't defend the last one, so now I can't cancel this treachery card. This is why you want to keep Protection Ward. The Protection Ward card, so that we don't have to deal with this shit. Well, not much I can do about that now, right? So, and all I have to do next round is cast Magic Blast, and Rhino is out of the picture. But let's focus one step at a time. So right now, thanks to Assault here, the Assault card, Rhino is going to attack us again. So he's going to get his boost, and I'm going to defend. And I'm going to use Masters of Mystic Art to use Desperate Defense. So I get +2 defense. So now I have 4 defense. We'll see. And he gets to attack for 3 plus 2, 3 plus 1. So that's 4. And I have 4 defense, and I'm okay. Oh my god. Whew. And if you take no damage from that attack, you get to even ready up your hero. Oh my god. Perfect. Whew, we survived that. I can't believe we survived that. And we're going to win the next round. So we completed the encounter, and now it's back to player phase. All I have to do is just use 1, 2, 3. 3 resource cards here to pay for Magic Blast. And I blasted Rhino for 5 damage. And I won. Finally. This is my second win in this game. and it feels like a very legit win. I mean, there's not a lot of I didn't make any mistakes, I think, throughout this. I think I forgot to put like the damage counters on allies, but then I took care of that immediately. So I'm getting better at this game. But that was very close. You know, I could have... if not for the Desperate Defense card, I would have died. I would have been defeated. So having that card actually helped us. And then, you know, and then just the right timing for Magic Blast to show up too. So yeah, it's all based on luck and some skills, I guess. You know, of making sure that you do the right thing and you calm yourself down. Because I was ready to give up when I got that Assault Treachery card. I was like done. You know, I was like, okay, fuck this game. I was so close to winning, and now it's always gonna do me like that. I was ready to give up. I mean, I probably have given up mentally at that point when I drew that card. You know, it's like I can't believe this game. This game is so fucked up. But then I was like, okay, just calm down. Look at your options. And I just got the right cards in my repertoire. So it's yeah, it feels really good to win that one. It was a very close game, but I did it. So it's the second win, and I do like the way that Doctor Strange plays. It's very interesting. I like the whole invocation deck situation. The only invocation that I don't like is definitely Vapors of Valtor, because it's a status. It requires a status card to be in play, and it requires for you to trigger it. It doesn't cost anything, but it's kind of useless for the most part. You know, it's very it's only useful for a very specific situation. Because for the most part, once someone received, if an enemy received a status card, it's usually for the best anyway. I mean, well, I guess if you want to switch, like say that Rhino has stun, and then you want to recover, so you switch back to Stephen Strange, and I guess you can use Vapors of Valtor before that, just so that the villain can't scheme. So I can see, you know, how it's beneficial, but you know, I was stuck with this thing sitting on top of my invocation deck for like a long time. So, and I was so afraid to flip back to Stephen Strange, because that always leads to bad things when you switch back to your alter ego, and you know, and the scheme is say close to halfway in. So, because it only needs to get to 7, I have a problem with that value. It's like it needs to be higher, because 7 is just too low. I mean, the villain can get to 7 so quickly. Especially like having a boost card for the schemes. So I think what they should have done is for scheming they don't get a boost, only for attacks. You know, even the attack boosts are actually pretty savage for the most part, because they can one hit you, like you know, in the middle of the game when your HP is a little lower, they can just one hit you and you're dead. But anyway, that was a really fun match. I really enjoyed that one, and I'm happy that I won. I'm still going to stick with Rhino. Like I mentioned during previous sessions, I'm going to just stick with Rhino for a while, this basic Rhino, until I get a really good grasp of this game. And once I'm familiarized, I've familiarized myself with the heroes that I have. I have plenty of heroes. And I want to see if I can consistently beat him before I try the other villains. You know, I have all of the expansions. I have the Galaxy Guardian of the Galaxy expansion. I have the Red Skull expansion. I have those encounters. What is it called? The scenario. I have the scenario set. So, But I want to see if I can beat Rhino consistently before I do that. And it's fun. I mean, Rhino is pretty fun. This is a fun scenario. And it's also very difficult, I notice. I've played the game like 15 times, 16 times now, and I've only won twice. So, a lot of good replay value for this game. It's highly replayable. So, alright. So what I'm going to do for the next game is I'm going to pick another hero that I haven't played before. Maybe we should try out either Wasp or Ant-Man, because those two characters actually have a really interesting mechanic involving shrinking and enlarging themselves. And then their hero card is actually like a double card. So, and that you can expand when they when they grow big. So it will be interesting to play one of those heroes. So I think I might start with Ant-Man first, and then after that we can do Wasp. Okay, well, thank you for watching. It's been fun. Till next time. Bye bye.